I kind of want to watch a speed painting video real quick. This is very interesting.
Hello and welcome again. Today we're going to be painting Thousand Suns. Now you'll notice I didn't say speed painting, and that is because if you have chosen Thousand Suns as your army,
Okay.
or if you've painted them at all before, you will know there is no quick way of painting them. They are so detailed, they take ages and ages and ages. And the best I've managed to do
Okay.
using various methods and still sticking to the main paint scheme is to get them down to 60 minutes, which is still pretty quick for a rubric marine. So without further ado, let's get started.
Oh, wow. Okay.
First of all, you need to undercoat your model. I've used Colour Forge Gold, which is colour matched to Retributor armour, so you can use either or, but it needs to be gold.
Oh.
Next, you're going to use Reichman Flesh Shades to shade the entire model. You can use the gloss version if you want, but I'm not too bothered about it still shining afterwards, because we're going to be using some gold dry brushing to make it shiny again anyway. So get it all over the model, and make sure that every area, especially the gold area,
Is this like a second layer of paint then?
areas are shaded.
Huh.
Next, I'm going to be using a dry paint called Sigmarite, which is a really awesome gold colour that you can use to just dry brush things back up to a nice shiny gold. If you don't own that, or you can't be bothered to buy it, or don't want to, then you can use Liberator Gold, but it won't work quite as well. Next up, we're going to need Stormhost Silver. And what we're going to do now is a really fine dry brush. I'm talking practically nothing on your brush.
So this is just shading then?
Your model will just turn silver. So you want to do it really, really lightly, just on the raised areas, and catch some silver on there. And this is like the final element of the gold armour. You can use it on Custodes as well. It works really, really well.
Okay.
It's nice, shiny gold. So with that nice gold layer done, it's given us a pretty solid foundation to paint the rest of the model.
It looks so good.
We're going to do the armour panels in between all the gold areas with Thousand Suns blue. Now this takes ages and ages and ages. This is going to account for a good half an hour to 45 minutes of painting this model. It takes ages. Enjoy.
I'm not gonna lie, painting looks really fun.
On certain parts that are hard to reach, you need to switch to a detail brush to get in there, so don't be afraid to do so.
Painting looks really fun.
And so here it is with all of the blue painted. To give you a little trick to save you some time, you'll notice that on the back of the chest plate I've not actually painted the blue, and that's because when the model's on the tabletop you can't see it. So save yourself some time. Well, I guess that makes sense. The front and ignore the back. Next, equip yourself with lead belcher. We're going to paint in all the silver areas, which includes the barrel of the bolt gun, inside the magazine, the casing up the back, and then the pipes and any other details on the helmet.
Oh.
Next you need Abaddon Black, and you need to paint in the main part of the gun casing and then all of the under armour that's showing through between the main armour panels.
Guys, how much IQ do you think we'd lose if we looked like the old metal models? How many IQ do you think we drop by? It's like highlights with a makeup brush. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm not even that good at makeup, so hey, fuck. At least all of them, at least 3 to 4. Ooh. Nothing, they're not made from lead. They're not. Okay, cool. Yeah, I kind of want to. I'm interested in painting just because it's a hell of a thing to come into, but the answer is 8 exactly. Oh my god, minus 10 with each lick. Around 411 worth of IQ. You need IQ to lose IQ, guys. Why am I. Guys, calm down, guys. Calm down. Oh shit. Oh man, the answer is 8. Oh, negligible. It's made from pewter. Like. City from the 1980s were made with lead alloy, so if I specifically want to get the negative IQ damage, I have to find a Warhammer model from like the 1980s then. They have the gift of post-nut clarity. I asked my friend, I DM'd my male friend, and I was like, hey, do you think that if you played like Yu-Gi-Oh after post-nut clarity, you like win? And my friend was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I was like, you know, I don't know. It's a metal? Ah, that makes sense. Am I deaf? Is he not? Oh, he's not talking.
Next, equip yourself some Nuln Oil, some magic shade to make this look a lot better than it currently does. So put it all over the blue areas.
Oh, that's what you guys were talking about.
and all over the metallic areas.
Guys, stop saying valid. Wait, stop saying valid.
With everything shaded, your model is going to look something like this. We're at a good stage right now, and if we wanted to, we could paint in a couple more details and call it a day. But although we're speed painting, we also want to make it look as good as possible. So we're going to get some Thousand Suns blue.
That looks
and
really good already.
A little bit of blue back into the main areas of the blue. You don't need to spend ages doing this. Just give it a little touch up to
But that looks
brighten it
really
back
nice
up,
already.
especially on the areas where the light would hit. Like I said, don't spend too much time on this, just give it a really quick once over. You want to spend 3 minutes tops doing this. Equip yourself with RM and blue. We're going to do a very selective edge highlight. By that I mean we're not going to edge highlight everything like we would if it was like a gold standard model. We're just going to pick the areas that the light would hit most prominently, shall we say. So around his boots, on his hands, on the elbow joints, and then just at the top of each of the blue panels between the gold trim, and that's just going to make it look like we spent a lot more time on it than we actually have. Next you're going to need Mechanicus Standard Grey, and you're going to use that to highlight the bolt gun casing and also to pick out the runes on his bolt gun. Now this can be a little bit fiddly, so just do your best. If you want to make them look like they're glowing, then use blue. However, I'm just going to make it look like they're etched in. It's a little bit fiddly.
Known oil saved my marriage. Guys, no. Guys.
So do your best with a detail brush. It doesn't have to be 100% accurate. You just want to make it look like they're standing out a little bit.
I completely get what you said about the oil.
Next,
it's so nice.
We're going to use that to paint the cloth details or the tabard that's hanging down between his legs. Be as neat as you can. Try and avoid getting anything on the gold that you've painted. It's going to be a little bit fiddly as well due to some of the patterns on the gold. So just do your best.
I'm gonna do my best, bro, just because you told me to.
Once you've done the tabard, switch to a detail brush and continue with Corax White. We're going to paint in the eyes now. Just be as neat as possible. Try and keep it on the lens. If you make a mistake, you can touch it up with gold. But thankfully, they're not too small, so it should be quite an easy job.
If I dated a Warhammer man, could I reasonably ask him to paint my nails for me? Genuine question. Yeah? Okay, good, because I paint like a fucking 5-year-old. Outside the lines. Okay, guys, now we know.
And so this is where we're up to now. The model's looking pretty decent. We've painted in loads of the details, but there are a few more that we need to do to call it complete. Grab yourself some Avalon Sunset, a good solid yellow from Games Workshop. And we're going to paint in the giant head detail thing that's sticking out of his helmet. You want to pick every other one and paint them yellow. This can be extremely fiddly. Sometimes you're going to get really frustrated overrunning onto the one below, and then you'll have to go back at the end and paint it blue. It can be very annoying, very fiddly. Just do your best. It may take 2 coats of yellow, so be prepared to spend a bit of time on this.
Oh, this looks like a pain.
With all that done, the worst of things are over. If you haven't already considered selling all of your Thousand Suns and buying a different army, you can continue on with Apothecary White. And we're going to use this all over the white areas and make them look like we've shaded them in, spent loads of time painting them when we haven't. We've just put contrast paint on them. It's magic, this stuff.
What is this shit? It's so magical. Holy shit, guys. What?
I really like it. Next we can use Hexwraith Flame to paint in the eyes. You can also, if you're painting the icon bearer, use this to...
I know I've been pausing it a lot, but I need you guys to like tell me that I'm being fucking delusional right now when I say this. Wow, I low-key want to go out and buy a Thousand Suns model now just so I can try this guy's like method out. Tell me I'm being fucking delusional. Thank you. Do not. Okay, thank you guys, because I was about to like add these to go through the list, add these things to cart, and get one. You're delusional. You need to do this for Imperial Fist. Okay, I need to find like a guide for the Imperial Fist then, because this guy's like the way this guy's painting it makes it look like it's easy, even though realistically I know this shit is not easy. For reference, to tell how insane this is, a whole unit of 10 Slanesh Demons basic unit takes about 16 minutes to speed paint compared to this one model. Wait, what? Oh, so this is like uber hard then. This is like mega fucking hard then. Never mind. I don't want to do it. I'm crazy. Thank you guys for telling me I'm fucking delusional.
Painting the flames.
I appreciate you guys.
Flames, Korax white first. You can use Biltan green if you don't have Hexwraith flame, but the flame colour is much better. Just stick it straight in the eye and it's job done. Alternatively, stick it all over the flames if you're painting that, and it'll come out looking really good.
Ooh.
Once you've done the eyes, turn your model round and just paint in the little eye detail on the back with some Hexwraith flame, and that'll create a nice little gem effect without spending too much time on it.
Okay. Follow your hubris.
Last but not least, you put yourself some white scar, water it down quite nicely, and then just do a little bit of edge highlighting on the tabard to get it standing out. So that's sum up the edge and then wherever the cloth would fold.
That's crazy.
And with that detail done, the model is finished.
That looks so nice.
Journey it's been. If you've decided on 1,000 Suns as your army, and you've started painting your Rubric Marines, as beautiful models as they are, there's no doubting that they take a really, really long time to paint. If you want to do it really, really quickly, you can go onto the Warhammer TV YouTube channel, and they've got a guide on there to paint it really quickly.